Cheers, COD family, it's Yap time.
Welcome to next Yapcast, COD family. Hey, and you already see we got today a special guest again. We have here from BTX, Midget Shiso. I only call him Shy because we know each other very long. I don't know where they came from, probably because I like to shorten names. It was a little bit of confusion if Shai comes today to the Yapcast or if he's coming end of the week. We were discussing it because I will talk a little bit later about that in the end of the Yapcast. That's a little bit due to my in real life situation that I just have less and less time right now for YouTube. And I kind of want to first split it up the Roots of War topic. Don't you worry, guys. Everyone already asking, will it be a Yapcast topic for sure? I mean, yesterday, Roots of War was surprising. That will be our second topic today on Yapcast. And but for me, it was super important, and I don't know how much I can do in November on YouTube. And for me, it was super important that it's equal, that MFD and BTX both had a possibility to show their perspective on the whole betrayal. That's why we have today Shai here with us. And I say a warmly welcome to my good bestie Wahid here and to Shai. Welcome, guys.
Thanks. Thanks. Thanks for having me here, Princess, to share my perspective, actually.
Yeah, I mean, it is really, we were talking and who wants to share their perspective. I'm always open to give you the opportunity. And because I feel like there is no 100% right or 100% wrong. There's just people see it different. Um,
Danny says, I hate you, Shiso. You lied to us. In fairness, we kept changing if we were able to do it today with him or not. So it was
Yes.
on us. It wasn't him.
Exactly. It was on the, and I mean, Apta can probably sing a song from it because I think his guest was rescheduled because of Wahid's interview. Then Wahid had an eyelash appointment.
Yes, the eyelash appointment. I forgot about that too.
This week it was on me, and Shai was really nice and saying, okay, we can delay it. And then I told him today, we maybe have to do it today. I don't know if I can make it the rest of the week. So so put it on the girls, guys. Okay, Shai. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, definitely not your fault, guys. Definitely not your fault. I mean, I can understand real life always comes first, right?
Absolutely. Yep. Absolutely. And sometimes it's just a little bit struggling. People do not understand when you have really a real life, you're playing in a competitive alliance, you additional have a full-time job with work and stuff like that, and doing beside a YouTube, it is a lot of work, right? So, but we are here now, so we have both topics today. We will first talk with Shai here, do the interview, and then Shai will leave us from the interview, and then Wahid and me will make a little bit a yapping summary from the Roots of War yesterday, sharing our opinion, our perspective about it. And yeah, then we can just talk. So let's go, Shai. I would say we had the Yapcast with Apta. You were there listening to that Yapcast, and you can maybe now continue and maybe give us a little bit, how do you say that correct in English? Bring us in the loop or for the whole story of your perspective. How are it?
A summary?
A summary, yes.
Summary. Okay, I will make it short. Like, there is no... I will try to go into details when it's needed.
So, and you tell me when I need to put up the screenshots, okay?
Sure, of course. So it started like any season. We went to Diplo with 6 alliances that are there. After a bit of talk, we decided that, yeah, we should actually go for... the matchup was proposed by A2G, actually, which is MFD RFF BTX against A2G WAO and ROG. BTX only said that they do not want to ally ROG for past reasons, and like it just doesn't work, you know, for us. Like we have some grudges from the past. Will I say I hate ROG? No, it just players do not work together, and it's just fine. It's an alliance that we do not prefer to ally. So we went with the matchup, and after that, like of course we made our group chat and everything. We really didn't talk much about it, except that everyone had their zone 2. We are against A2G, MFD against ROG, and RFF against WAO, and that was planned. Zone 2s, so we started with Zone 2. Uh, Actually, our fight against A2G was not that long. It was around 10 hours to 15 maximum. After that, A2G completely pulled out of the zone. Um, A2G have to prioritize getting the zone with MFD. They could not, like from Vital Words, they said that they could not hold more. Could have they defended the Bastion or anything? Of course they could, but like they didn't see the necessary death and stuff. Well, they know that they will be pushed eventually. After that, that's when actually it's a bit started toxicity by MFD and A2G at that time. A2G, because there was kind of a proposal of no one entering Zone 2 before before 3 days, like the other Zone 2, not the 1v1s, you know? And Vital didn't actually said anything about that. He didn't agree to that proposal or anything. So yeah, he just, after 1 day of fighting BTX, he went for the other zone with MFD. He took the behemoth and everything. So there was no agreement of not fighting in that zone too.
So do you want to show me the screenshot now, the first one maybe?
No,
Not that.
we need to talk about the actually zone 3s.
Ah,
So
that is
that's
the
when,
yeah.
yeah. So we didn't fight as much in zone 2s, while the other fought mostly, to be honest. Like RFF have fought almost 8 days against WAO. ROG and MFD fought for like 3 days, then it ended. And something I want to mention here is ROG and MFD actually made some coordinated fight between them in the zone 2s, like to actually have some merit farming. Of course, it's not merit farming, it's just mage tradings and some infantry. So it's pretty much friendly fights. And that's when Doomstar actually asked the opinion of Vital and Captain about it. Sadly, I don't have the screenshot, it's with Vital, so I actually do not have the screenshot of Doomstar asking that.
I put the screenshot
Anyway,
up now. Yeah, the first one. Yeah.
Yeah. So we fought. We in zone 3 entered, and we fought against A2G. The fight was almost 30 to 36 hours. We destroyed a couple of fortresses. They actually made a build buff and the fog. Like we destroyed a fort, they made a build buff and the fog and put another fortress. We were fighting for almost 30 hours, not letting them build fortress or anything. We put 2 bastions and started rallying their bastion for 5 hours. That's actually when their bastion burned. That's actually when A2G said, okay, that's enough for us. We cannot hold BTX anymore. We're going to MFD. And they actually changed their plan from holding BTX in their zone 3 to invading MFD zone. Part of it is MFD invading their zone at that time and everything. From Vice, like, and that's when it's actually started to be complicated. We started free burning. A2G was pushing into MFD and fighting them in zone 2, and we started free burning into A2G zone 3 at that time. We got into the last choke point that A2G could hold, and at that time, after getting to that choke point, it was when Captain actually sent a proposal to BTX. The proposal was to let A2G to the final zone. To be fair with you, most of BTX were agreeing with that. We lack content in that season, so we were kind of wanting it, like 3 versus 3 final zone and everything. But it was not our decision alone to make, to be honest. So we had to ask for MFD and RFF opinion on that. And the next screenshot show you when we asked for actually MFD's opinion. That's when we asked MFD opinion, and Abda was like, okay, we will let you fight 2v2 because you guys lacked content and everything like that. Of course, I had to say to my members that, okay, guys, I know you guys wanted the 3v3 in final zone and everything, but MFD have actually proposed to let us fight 2v2. By the way, I didn't ask Abda to let us fight 2v2. It came from him. I didn't even ask for that. He just said it by himself. And like I told everyone that we will be fighting 2v2 in the final zone. It was not like we didn't fight 2v2. We fight 2v2 until the flags touch. Like for the first 5 hours, we were just sending calves in that time, and like it was not much. Like once the flags touched with ROG and stuff, MFD started fighting. I messaged Abda at that time, what are we doing? Like you promised me to let us 2v2. Didn't get answer until tomorrow when he told me, okay, you can 2v2 now. The final zone was over at that time, you know? And like it was a bit boring. 3 versus 2 was really boring. And yes, and that's when we get to the Diplo talk. We kept pushing WAO at that time, by the way. Like
Let me
even
just read the
like
screenshot real quick. Danny is asking, Shai, can you read the screenshot or I will do it? So it's basically like, I think Coco Elite is Coco Elite Coconut who was saying that Abda, I'm being officially messaged by the captain from WO to consider something. And then Abda saying, just saw this, we already discussed A to GP ... Can mostly let BTX and RFF fight WAO and ROG though. MFD will still flag, but we can chill more. We will build a super ... defense versus A to G so they don't get fun fights the rest of the season. So then people,
yeah,
if it's maybe a little bit small on my screen, that's my fault.
yes. So that's what happened exactly. Like we did not ask to actually fight 2v2. It was proposed to us for more content and because we wanted to let A to G enter and it was proposed to us, so we let us fight 2v2. I took the proposal and I was happy with it. So yeah, that's what exactly happened. And after that, we kept continue pushing into WAO to try to get the centuries. And us and RFF kept continuing doing though. MFD was fighting A to G in Zone 2, and that's when we started the Diplo talk about the end of season reward, and it started to become problem, of course. We went into a call, so there is no screenshot about that. It's just my words. I do not expect everybody to believe me. So what happened is MFD asked for the end of season reward. RFF asked for the wheel at the start, but they said they understand if nobody wants the wheel. MFD asked for the end of season reward. They said okay, we will let RFF decide. We had given it all and everything, and it was just like they have the stats more than the others. Even though RFF had more merit entering final zone than MFD. And even after final zone was over, RFF had more merit than MFD at that time. BTX definitely didn't have the merit and the stats for it because we, like I said, only fought for 30 hours against A2G. And by the screenshot you saw, A2G said that they could not hold. So what's our, like we could not bring enemies to fight us, you know? We kept pushing into a territory and we kept pushing into WAO territory. And we actually denied A2G the final zone access, which guaranteed the victory at that time. Anyway, we kept arguing like what BTX said is we want the end of season reward, but we are ready to make like any method they want from like wheel, from voting and everything. And Abda, we kept arguing like that. So Abda said that okay, we will let RFF decide. You know, it's not going anywhere. We were arguing that BTX should take the end of season reward. Abda was arguing for his side. And Abda said, okay, let RFF decide. We thought like we both agreed to let RFF decide like internally between their leadership, which was took 2 hours for RFF to do so. After 2 hours, we came back to a VC.
Can I ask
RFF
one
said
question? What was the reason why RFF decided for BTX and not for MFD?
I have no idea. I really
Okay.
have no idea. You can ask Cock that. I swear to God, I have no idea.
Because
So,
that is the only
like,
part what is for me a little bit. If it was out of the favor from the last time they got the dragon, then it's kind of not fair. You know what I mean? Then it's kind of like, oh, I need to give a favor back. It's not kind of like I looked at the stats and for us, this one was the better or more effective ally or something like this, right?
yeah, so really, I have no idea why they chose us over MFD.
Okay.
Honestly, I would have, like, I will tell you, even after they chose us, which we will see in the screenshot later, even after they chose us, I mean, Abda rage quitted when he heard that RFF chose BTX. He rage quitted that call and left. And tomorrow he sent the long paragraph of like how BTX did shit this season, did garbage. So he said that we were disrespectful to him, but he started being disrespectful. So he said BTX did nothing to deserve end of season reward. BTX was just AFK the whole season, 3 days fightings and stuff like that. And he was like, kinda being disrespectful toward us, but we didn't take it by any, like, we went and being respectful as it can. And you can go and show the Diplo chat, which was written at that time. The Diplo chat have more, but like, I will show you that we weren't really disrespectful to him by any mean. Like on the next screenshots.
So you need me to bring up the next screenshots?
Yeah.
Okay, so here we have, should I, maybe I read it one more time and then people, because, or is it easy for us? I mean, I maybe I read it one time and then you can comment it a little bit. So Shai is saying, I will answer easily. I think we have been fair. We only fought for 4 days because our enemy dipped. Do not mean that we only holded the fight for 4 days. Mean our enemy was only able to hold for 4 days. As you can see, Final Zone, we have been fighting till now non-stop. I don't know what's fair for you. The outcome on the map, BTX have locked down A2G. RFF have managed to hold WAO, the strongest enemy. MFD fought in both Zone 2 in defensive position against A2G. That's exhausted after fighting us for 36 hours, and ROG that... I cannot say this word, pushed. Then after saying, but we've been able to hold your enemy off from a 1 versus 2 while fighting every day. So what does that mean? Like I said, BTX agreed that all contribution of season are equal and to be respected, we are willing to do it by vote or even by luck. Even though A2G being locked down is guaranteed the victory of the season. Other thing, MFD has only been fighting Zone 2 for the last 2 days, which helped nothing to achieve our 6 centuries. And then we go ahead, right, Shai? Directly with the 3 screenshots or not?
Yeah, directly.
And then we are holding no grudge against Yapda. The only thing BTX and RFF are both deserving as much as MFD for EOS. Coco not saying no grudge, just feel like we are deserving of the dragon just like you. So you are saying this to try and say RFF into your favor. Gotcha. I'm saying what I feel and what I think is the right thing to do, Abdan. I think this is the third one. I mean, the offer of vote wheel 1 versus 1 still stand. And even now, BTX is pushing in WAO territory. Hold your word of 6 centuries for everyone, while MFD have been exhausting their leftover resources in Zone 2, A2G that don't matter. To get BTX Dragon EOS, I've done Diplo for 12 years and I'm not retarded. I mean, neither the vote or wheel guarantee the outcome EOS for BTX. It's just guaranteed fairness between our 3 allies and our current alliance structure. So this is so far the alliance, the ally chat.
I swear, ever since like doing the show, I am so like nervous now about what I put in text. I've started to do calls of people like when I need to tell gossip or get gossip, because all these screenshots, you are gonna get yourself in trouble.
Yeah.
So yeah, after that there is the RFF R5, which was the last thing that was written in that Diplo.
Yeah.
You can read it shortly. It's just what his decisions are, and you can see from like what he's writing is RFF was actually there. Do you think that us and RFF both do not understand English when he said let's vote and let RFF decide?
Yeah.
And like like it was. I showed you a screenshot, but I'm not gonna show it again here. I showed you a screenshot of Quokka saying yes, we said to let RFF decide because Quokka was in that call. But let's
she
not
said
show
it a little bit different. She said it a little bit different. When that's why we didn't put it up. But I know what you mean. I feel like that was a little bit with interpretation. I have also one thing I haven't showed it on the last Yapcast because I kind of forgot to put it up. It's kind of like, you know, when but it's just for the fairness from BTX from MFD, because they sent me a screenshot when BTX at the 7th of October, which was before the final zone, kind of here did that. I mean, let's just open it real quick. When here, this is 7th of October. Do you remember when the final zone opened? Here,
It was before 7 October.
and when you read this sentence here, I don't want to repeat it. They kind of said here was the insulting, from a BTX recruiter.
It was in our Discord. It was in BTX Discord.
I don't know.
And
I just
our
got that sent from MFD side.
yeah,
Yes.
that screenshot is taken from our Discord,
Okay.
like from BTX community chat, which is open for everybody almost.
Okay. Yeah.
And it was taken from our Discord. He didn't say it publicly. He said it in BTX Discord. Why did he say that? Because MFD was disagreeing with letting the 3 versus 3 fight in the final zone. Was he wrong? Yes, maybe a bit. But it was in our Discord, not in a public, not in war chat or anything,
Okay. So I just wanted to put that up, that we have it all correct together. And now when I have to continue with the other ones from the RFF leadership, you can tell me when you want to have this screenshot here.
Show the RFF leadership one. I mean, it's not much to talk about there. I mean, it's just RFF. You can read it. It's RFF just saying what I'm saying, that they choose BTX for the Dragon or the season reward, and we should have enough of this arguing and try to push WAO. And RFF was saying that, look, MFD can take the Elite Dragon and can take the Sentries too, even if we could not take the other Sentries, So that's what the screenshot is. You can check it out.
So was that in a Diplo chat, or where is that screenshot from RFF?
It's Diplo chat. It's Diplo chat. It's literally after, it's literally after this screenshot that you're showing right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, let's settle this. As we said in the VC, we decided to vote, then doesn't matter the outcome. No one should be complained after. We agree that if BTX and MFD had any chance ally in future, then BTX return the favor with Dragon EOS back. I'm also not like the way you guys did blow when everything was done, but then showing stats and leave the VC group chat when all the deal wasn't done. In the end, VRFF got what we wanted, which is fight and doesn't expect to get EOS. I don't think this conversation going anywhere after the deal was done. Why not just continue pushing and get the other sentry instead? If we can't push ROG and WAO fast enough, RFF welcome MFD to take BTX and our sentry to get the 1 Amber. I think RFF tried really, big credits to RFF. They didn't want to have the EOS, and they fight it too. They fight it too. Also, I don't think the wheel favor anyone else except RFF, because if we wheel, then RFF also has a chance. But if we decide to vote, then everyone should respect the outcome. It's not my personal vote, but RFF as a whole, because we have been asking in our leadership and vote for each alliance. I still think it would be interesting how RFF came to the decision that they chose BTX over MFD. That is still the only thing I would. But I have to say, RFF is handling that very well, right? It's really...
Yes, RFF is great ally. I had fun allying them. They are probably one of the best ally I ever had in this game, to be honest. Especially this season, I would say. Like, okay, the Echo BTX RFF season, they were great. They holded REC and everything. But this season, even like we were in a 2v4 position at the start, and like they were sending me message, Cock is like, look, even 2v4, we'll fight till the end, even if we lose, And like, he is very, very respectful leader. That's what I can say,
Yeah. The
like
chat is saying here too, because they owed him Dragon from a prior season. That was a season we played together, Shai. You remember when you guys won the season and BTX and Echo gave the Dragon to RFF? I think that was the only part which I see critical, right? In a decision that RFF was kind of biased from that. This is the only part what I see.
Look. If RFF was biased, could be not. You can ask RFF themselves why they choose BTX. To be honest,
Honestly,
didn't ask them. I really didn't ask them. I can tell you, we never asked them why they choose BTX.
Yeah, I think I will do that when I have the time. I will do that, because that is, I think, the interesting part. It's sad what happened after. It's super sad, but yes.
can tell you, even after the vote was done, I was still asking Abda, if you are not happy, you can go for the wheel, you can go choose another method, and we are fine with that, you know? Like, even after the vote was done, like, RFF chose us already. So I was more for fairness, we were more for fairness than everything. We just, like, thought, like, and really believe that everyone should deserve a chance for end of season reward. Every contribution was equal in that season. Even RFF, to be honest, I want, like, if someone told me like RFF should have end of season reward or not, I tell you definitely 100%. Like that's why I was more pushing on the wheel side because I wanted the three alliance to actually have chance to get it, you know. Yeah.
Yeah.
After that, the betrayal happened after 4 hours. Uh,
That is still so, it is still so crazy for me because I feel like, I mean, you are the second biggest KVK. You totally miss out, make any agreements about EOS. And then it heats up so fast, and in a few hours, the betrayal happens. That is still for me, the timeline is crazy. So, did BTX expected it? How did it went after?
BTX did expect it or not? Yes. But like, look, it was after this Diplo chat happened, I was having ideas because Abda left the chats from everything. Could he betray? Could he not? I even was asking some of my friends that know Abda more than me, like, will he actually do it? And they told me all no. Until I got message from someone that yes, they are actually having betrayal ideas, and there is a call right now as we speak between Doomstar, Vital, and Captain, and of course Abda. So you guys be ready. There is a push that might happen at 20 ETC. So I talked to RFF and told them, look, uh, we are being betrayed, so be ready. So we started building some towers. I already saw MFD building towers at that time near the dragon and started upgrading towers. So I started building towers. We started be preparing for it, and we prepared the members to be online at 20 UTC because we know that the time they were pushing.
Okay, because I was kind of seeing the numbers. Everyone, it looked like it was prepared from both sides, kind of like how fast the numbers filled.
Yeah, and we were prepared. Yes, we were prepared. Uh, And after that, I went and talked to Vital. After the betrayal happened and we are in the middle of the fight, I went talked to Vital. Vital at the start didn't want. I'll be honest. He told me you can talk with one of my R4s about the Diplo if they are interested. But he himself was not that much interested. He already was done with the season almost, and he wanted fights. And I talked to A2G. I gave them better offer than MFD was giving them. They wanted more of a fighting because I told them like a 2v4 fighting. By the time you guys will come, we will be already exhausted. You will just be the end of it, you know. So yeah. And at that time, I talked to them. I told them like, and they agreed to P3 versus 3, which ended up to be fun, to be honest.
So
I'm not gonna lie.
at what timing, when 20 UTC was the push, at that time it looked like a 2 versus 4, right? What time Vital agreed to swap sides? Because, I mean, the part is that obviously MFD, WAO, ROG, and A2G, all four agreed together, do a 4 versus 2. And then I don't know how much hours later, then Vital kind of changed his mind and said, "Oh no, now we betray them and we go on the side of BTX." So how many hours later was that it turned into a 3 versus 3? I think that was very fast, when I remember correctly.
I got the confirmation from Vital around after reset, a bit after reset, so 4 hours.
Yeah, so for, I mean, I remember you sent me that screenshot because in that case you directly noted down you sent me that screenshot where you typed everything down, right, for the EOS, that there is no confusion happening. Let me see. You sent me in DM. If I find it fast, I show it. If not, but it's, yeah. I mean, here's the. I can show it real quick because that was, and here you see yesterday at 1 a.m. That was probably your time, Shai. The screenshot is probably
Yes,
from you.
that's reset time. my time. That's reset time, my time.
That's reset your time. So BTX and RFF will give frame for A2G. So A2G gained a frame and a giant, right? So they kind of got here a little bit more. I do not know what A2G was promised if they joined a 4 versus 2. A2G will give the sentries to RFF. A2G help BTX and RFF and Dragon Zone. So here you learn from the past mistakes and directly type down everything.
Honestly, we were like, how long we've been playing? 2 years, 2 years and a half. I never had with BTX or EXP before. Never had any pre-diplo agreement about rewards. It always went fine. It always went okay. Like we always, like we never had any betrayal. Except honestly, I honestly never had any betrayal in any season about end of season reward. So yeah, this first and last, I will do pre. We will do pre-agreement from now on. To be honest, first and last.
Yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, it didn't play out of it didn't play out for MFD. We all know that. At the end, they could have gotten that one ember with the gear sentries probably, and they kind of lost that from the. But it was they said it was more for the principle. They felt like they deserved it more for
Of
the
course, yeah.
fighting, etc.
Look, till this day, I can understand the MFD perspective as natural. I just think we disagreed on who deserved it more. I think from my part and from BTX part, we were all like, we all deserve it equally and we all should get a fair chance on it. And MFD was like, no, we deserve it the most, we should take it. And that's how the disagreement happened between us. So yeah,
So
that's
Doomstar
pretty much.
saying ROG stated with a 4 versus 2, we would withdraw after it was over to our choke points and take no EOS rewards. We just wanted more fights. I think overall, I mean, I said it already in the last Yapcast together with Abda. The learning of that, I think everyone takes out is really in the big KVKs at least. I mean, I feel like betrayal kind of can spice it up, can kind of bring some new. I mean, UKVK was dead. And with that betrayal, you got some action, right? I think Bodhi said it at one time. Nothing better could have happened to us than we had a lot of fun the last days or something like this.
Yeah, we had fun. We had fun. It was great to final zone. It was super fun. We have enjoyed it, and we had a lot. I can say I cannot say it was not fun because it was. We had great fighting with WAO, with RUG, and definitely showed up in that final zone. And lastly, MFD. And I would say A2G was insanely show up in that final zone. Like they have actually showed like what they can do in that final zone when they arrived.
I mean, they had to, and then they got also that their build buff got interrupted because of a game bug and stuff like that. So it took them even longer to build there.
Yeah.
But I feel like in that moment that A2G changed sides, I mean, that was nearly, it was kind of like from the field you saw before, from the fightings and stuff like that. I mean, RFF and BTX was going crazy in that final zone. I mean, I saw the fighting. I think I even live streamed it at the beginning here, but I was watching that because that was super, and you had a crazy field presence. And then with getting A2G confirmed a few hours later, it was pretty obvious that is probably WAO was building down, and I was thinking, okay, can they make it? But ROG and WAO had always to cross the chokes, and I felt like this is probably not working out well for them because I felt like BTX and RFF had the better dragon position, in my opinion, for the when the betrayal happened.
Yeah, from my own perspective, I honestly think that look, even if
Oh, you got cut it, Shai?
it was fun and the fight should betray,
Yeah, no.
but that's my own perspective on thing. I think betrayal should never happen, and no one actually should betray. MFD took their decision, and it's their own decision after all.
The problem you have for future allies is when you are doing that betrayals, that is kind of like, I mean,
Yeah.
do you trust this alliance in future when you ally with them? I mean, yeah, you definitely make
Uh,
sure you agree at the beginning for the EOS rewards. I mean, EIS is doing that since ever I know. Yeah, Dark is doing that, and at the beginning with all allies, and then they make a stats-based system. All agree to it, and then you have that typed down, and then you don't have that arguments later, and you can discuss it at the beginning as long as you want. And I feel like this is the better way because this way you can fully focus on the fightings and have not that drama at the end.
yeah, exactly. I think having the end of season reward at the start is could be the best option to do, so you don't think about betrayal and stuff. Honestly, from my own perspective, I would not ally any alliance that have anything to do with betrayal. Uh, Maybe, I don't know. It's not my decision alone. It's BTX decision after all, you know. So I can, but from my own perspective as Shiso, I would not ally any alliance that have anything to do with betrayal. But that's my thing, you know.
Yeah. I mean, eins nice ping, or how I do say correct. Would MFD betray anyway if they don't like the outcome, if they decide to start from the start? This is the question what people will ask themselves when you ally with them in future, when one time a betrayal like this happened. That is why it's always a little bit critical to it. At the other hand, it makes that KVK fun. And I mean, it is also time to move on. I mean, I think everyone showed their perspective. It is a big scandal. Everyone will always remember it. The betrayal was also not successful for the people who started it. So, um, yeah, I mean, everyone took the lesson learned out, and I put up your last screenshot you sent me, but it's very small as well, and it is from Captain. It is from it looks like from another YouTube stream. Is it from Gunstream, or where did you take that screenshot from?
It's from
Tsar92,
Gunstream.
thanks for subscribe. Is it
It's
from Gunstream? Okay.
I don't know if you can show it or not because it's from Gunstream, but like it depends on you.
I mean,
Or
if
you can read
yeah.
it without showing it.
So Captain was saying the gist was this: MFD felt like they got F over. Oh my God, people cursing so much. And didn't get EOS, but it seems as BTX RFF was being reasonable, to be honest. That's just Abda's perspective. So this is what Captain said in another live stream of Guns when they were streaming and probably discussing that stuff. So you can maybe say some words to that screenshot, Shai.
You can see from RFF point of view, from BTX point of view, like from even Captain, which allied MFD at the end, all of us think that we were responsible with the end of season reward agreement at the end. It just Abda think that he actually didn't get what he want. But it is what it is. Like maybe Abda perspective that he really, really deserved that end of season reward, and he actually like will do anything for it, you know. So it is what it is.
Yeah, I think that shows is very good, and we had a time frame of 45 minutes. We're good in time, Shai. We're 40
Yeah,
minutes, so
we're
maybe a little bit. I don't know. Why do you have a question on Shai anymore on all the topics?
I don't think so, but remember to like and subscribe, guys.
Yeah, drop a like on the live
We
stream
always
if you enjoy the
forget.
time here with Shai and us. Maybe one question. A little bit looking for the future for BTX. I see here now in the BTX shell now 163 members. Is that are there farms in, or how many members are you? How will be your historical highest power?
We still have one recruitment uh, coming after reset, and that's pretty much it. So we will be 160 actually, because there will be 3-player or 4-player that's going to be kicked. So we will be around 160 with 28 billion power.
Okay.
So for the future, we are just going back to top KVK, of course. Not the season, but the season after it. Like not the team up season. Team up, there is no top KVK anyway. Just especially this one, it's 1v1s, you know.
Super boring.
It's not.
I do not like the
Yeah.
new map. I do not like it.
Yeah, this map is just farming simulator, literally. So yeah, but yeah, for BTX season, the future is to go back to top KVK the season after this one. We've been doing a lot of cleanup of our inactive member, recruiting more active member that have more of our mentality and more ready for the competitive. Rank 1 are our recruits for this season.
The rank 1 are the new migrates? Are the new?
Yeah, the
The new,
rank 1 are the new migrates for this season.
and
And
is it
yeah,
true that Bodhi left BTX?
No, Boity didn't leave
Yeah.
BTX.
Okay. So because someone was saying that to me, and I was like, I don't think so. Because he was all the time talking very well about BTX and everything, right? And this
Boity
just
is one of the players that always try to help, even if he actually do
he
not
was
want to
so
be.
active in the betrayal. I saw him fighting nonstop, and he had so much fun. And he was that's why I was wondering.
Yeah, yeah. He was super, super active in the betrayal. Like he was insanely active. I actually all of the players that where we had 100 players out of 140 actually activity all the time. Like the least we could have is for 40 hours is 100 players, and it was great. It was actually very, very good fighting.
Yeah, it is crazy what people sometimes make up. The thing is for me, I have not the time to continue the whole the whole day looking up the general chat, and so some people just ask me stuff, and I said, oh, I can just ask Shai today when he is anyway in my Yapcast. So these are the new recruits, 28 billion power BTX. As you said already, I think the new season is not going to be super exciting. It will be more of one versus one. So I would say, Shai, a few last words before you leave here as our guest from your side.
Uh, Honestly, like, do the first agreement of the season for end of season reward. Do not end up like that, guys. Do not end up with betrayal. Even if it's fun, it just doesn't feel right, you know? It just doesn't feel good. And I hope the community get more together, to be honest. That's something I want to say. I hope the community get more together. I am one of the people that get rage baited a lot and always being rage baited in COD general. And I just hope for like less toxicity in general between all alliances. That's what I wish for.
It is some good words because that is sometimes my wish as well. I mean that we banter each other, it is totally fine, and that can also be fun sometimes. But I feel like sometimes it get a little bit it's a little bit overextending, or however you say it in incorrect English. But then Shai, I can say a big thanks to you. It was a long time we didn't talk. It was super nice to have you here. It was a real pleasure. Thanks for joining our Yapcast, and you can just leave the voice chat, and then Wahid and me continue with the next topic. But big thanks from the
Anytime.
heart.
Thank you all for having me, and good luck on your next topic.
Yeah.
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 I'll be there watching it.
Yeah.
See you guys.
Okay. So
Bye.
you leave by your own here, right, Shai? Okay. You can just click red button. Yeah. Take care. Okay, guys. This was the interview with BTX. I mean, I think he had very good words at the end, what he said. And we are going now to the next topic. Let me just here get my Goblin Merchant stuff bought up, and then we go to the topic number 1. Roots of War
You make sure to
yesterday.
get your goblin. Wait, guys, I gotta get my goblin stuff.
Such a princess thing. But there were 2
I know.
medals. Did you see that? 2 medals.
Yeah, I did it.
Oh my God. So, Wahed, I mean,
Oh.
so here, I mean, when we look at, let's start with the not surprising matchups. We have FWY versus Echo 2, where FWY made it. I mean, that was really good, really a good one here. Here, very clear. Then OMG versus NTS, super cool as well. I mean, they made it here also. Then we have here Echo and BTX. That will, in my opinion, that will be an interesting match to see next Sunday. Then we have here WB lost against NA. Very close match, points-wise, right? It's 1.2k difference. We have Echo, the second team, I think is that, who won against 25IW. We have OO, who won against RAC. And we have MFD, who beat EIS. Maybe Wahid, you want to start. I mean, I played by myself the Roots of War. I'm part of the Roots of War. Wahid is not part of the Roots of War 1. So maybe you can first tell a little bit your impressions, how it all came to you and stuff like this.
It's funny because I hate Roots of War. I have always hated Roots War. It's not something I enjoy. It's not something I want to do. It's not something I even like to think about. And I think I was talking to Duz actually, and he said, "Oh, by the way, GG on Roots of War." And I was like, "What do you mean?" He's like, "Well, I'm sorry you lost." I was like, "What?" Like in my head, I'm like, "We just talked to Abda. Abda had just said like, oh yeah, we're coming in, maybe getting 10K points, then leaving." I had no idea this was even like some big match or some highly contested match. Um, so to me, it was definitely surprising. I mean, obviously, rewatching and everything, seeing, MFG's energy, I think it really kind of reminded us like what that hunger looks like, and I think that we're definitely going to match that for the next season. But it was really cool to see them come out the way they did. Obviously, they're very excited to be there, and I mean, that energy it's something. I mean, you played it though. What did you think when you're in there? And like, because again, when we talked to Abda last time, he had told us that they were probably just going to come in and get their 10K points and then get out.
I mean, yeah, I mean, Abda was telling us that in the last Yapcast, but I have to say that EIS expected that they don't do, because we knew for a fact they were training a lot, they were preparing for that match. So they also talked a lot with Echo and stuff like that. We were knowing that. That's why also we were watching the MFD Roots of Wars, and they did. I mean, the big thing is I cannot even hear. It's can I only watch it from the start, or can I kind of speed up the time a little bit? Because
I
I
don't
mean,
know.
so we were starting and we did a little bit a different strategy as well for that Roots of War, not our normal one. I mean, you play also a little bit different strategies because you don't want to be too obvious. And so at the beginning, it was just like that. Basically, the whole top was the buildings we were holding, and the bottom buildings were the buildings of MFD. And then, I mean, here was the Kuma Garwood garrisons, which are you can nearly not take them down. It is possible, but it is really, really rough. A Kuma Garwood, it doesn't even matter much how the pad is. It is super strong. And I mean, then the match was going on, and at some point, I think 15-minute marks, you already saw the gap, and you saw that your normal strategy is not working, not working so well. So what MFD did, and credits and props to this idea with the artifact of the ancient tree, which teleports to a random. I have to go out of here. Maybe if I make that smaller. Here I can play it. Okay, then I can come back later. So we can maybe show that a little bit. Let's go here just a little bit in the match. And let's see here if that is happening. If we can find it from the teleporting, what they did. So they were teleporting in with they were using that kind of resources, and they were just using that artifact to teleport their legions in as reinforcements faster. For example, here for the Tree of Healing, etc. So they could hold a very long time these buildings over here. And they were really this artifact. We can maybe look at it now. We can go back. I don't even know how I go back here like this. So this is the artifact here what they used. This one here, I think it is, yes. After a short charge up, teleports your legion to a random unoccupied high-level resource point within range. So they basically could use that, and it has, when you have that artifact maxed, it has a cooldown of 30 seconds. So they could just do super fast reinforcements, and that was kind of crazy. So they had already the strong Kuma Garwood garrison, plus doing the reinforcements, and that was crazy. I mean, we won all the stones, what we had fighted, and so the match got closer. And they also put in, they also were doing well with the outposts. And I think, like, if we would have looked a little bit more for the outposts, or maybe focus a little bit more on buildings, not going for all buildings, focus more on buildings, that would have probably helped us to help the situation. But it was really well and great played from MFD. For sure. Was I sad? Yes. Was I disappointed? Yes. Absolutely. It was really, but do I still believe EIS has one of the best Roots of War teams? Yes. I think we have a really good team. It was just like we were really not prepared for that. And that was an outstanding play of MFD. And we can say GG and congratulations to MFD. This made history, what they did over there. And I think no one kind of expected what is happening over here. And that was great team play. That we have
Really
definitely
was. I
say.
mean, it's something that I think a lot of teams going forward are going to have to recalibrate to keep in mind that this is kind of what it's looking like. And I don't know, you know, I mean, will they let this artifact continue in Roots of War going forward? I mean, I've had a few people say that they might eliminate it or that they might eliminate it for future row leagues, but they'd probably keep it this season. I don't know. I mean, I think it does really change gameplay. But I mean, what do you think?
What do you mean? What I think about the future with that artifact?
Yeah.
In my opinion, beside all, I mean, now everyone has to change kind of. I mean, everyone know it now. That will be definitely here the gameplay. That will be definitely here the gameplay for the next finals. I mean, the Kuma Garwood is that that garrison heals like crazy. Now it will just be like who charge more that artifact and bring the reinforcements faster. It's basically like you need to be as fast as possible in the buildings. I talked a little bit with Shiso as well, and he said also the yellow team has a little bit the bottom advantage with the halls or something like that. With for the future here, for the future also. Has a little bit the advantage when you're in yellow team because it works not so properly on the top side. He said something earlier. I mean, you remember that, Wahid, when we talked with him.
Yeah, I never even considered that, but it was a good point that he made.
But at the end of the day, in my opinion, the future Roots of War, it's Roots of War League. I mean, this should be fighted out, right? It should not be like whoever took the building first and then use a farming artifact to reinforce faster. That is, in my opinion. So I can maybe imagine that this artifact will not be. Maybe they remove the resource nodes or whatever.
Yeah, to do something though, because you don't want it to get boring when everyone starts doing the same thing, you know.
Oh, Bodhi is here in the house. Princess, I wasn't criticizing BTX. I made 2 comments. And I was just being told that Bodhi maybe is leaving BTX. And I was wondering, that's why I was asking Shai directly. So I didn't expect that. I'm always late, yes. No worries. No worries. So this is the situation. So in my opinion, it will probably be removed, that possibility in future leagues is what I expect. But for this league, you have to say, brilliant idea, get the full use out of it. That was very well coordinated of MFD, and that's why they are here, one step ahead, and now fighting OO in the next finals. And it was for sure. There is a lot of EIS was really was I mean that is no secret or anything. EIS wanted to win Roots of War League. We wanted definitely to get the skin. And then when you lose a match like this and you just at the beginning you're just kind of like shocked, you know? And then you kind of realize it, and then for sure later you can analyze it. Oh, should have done this, should have done this. But in this kind of matches, you have always to perform. And we all know it from the sports competition. When you go for the world championships, soccer, whatever, you have to deliver on the day where is the playoffs. And if you don't deliver, you are out. And that what just happened to EIS. But at the end of the day, a good time, in my opinion, a good team is decided in exactly situations like this. When you fail something, when something happens to the team, which is not going in a well direction and everyone is sad, and now you have to get out of that as a team together, kind of move forward and make it better next time. Take your learnings and kind of get stronger out of that. And I think that is what EIS is definitely famous for, that we have always our core. And I have to say a big thanks to our Roots of War lead colleague. He really did his best and he invested so much time in that, and he did a great job. And this is just what can sometimes happen. It is a game. It can happen and it can just be like this. And Yeah, then you have just to move on. That is my opinion. But yeah, you
You
could.
know,
Yeah, go ahead.
yeah, I mean, it's like good teams. You see these teams that are good and they'll bounce back from it. But then, if you want to be that great team, you take it in, you evolve from it, and you really use this to kind of drive that next level. And I think that what you'll see from EIS is, a reignited passion. I don't think that anyone's taken this to the point where they're saying, oh, I don't want to play. I think people have taken it more to the point of, okay, now what do we do here? How do we prepare ourselves even better for the next time? So it's really that mentality.
Absolutely. Oh, I see myself here walking. That was at the point when we changed to DPS. Yeah, that was when we changed. So we tried to adjust some things in there. To kind of here you see the Kuma garrison and stuff like this. It was chaotic, I can tell you. But let me read here a little bit, chat. Um, So here's the first thing I want to say, because I saw a little bit cut general chat, but I have not had time to watch that the whole time. In my opinion, for me, it's sometimes crazy how insulting people get just because we lost a match. And DSA, I think it is like MFD is there because EIS is stupid and don't watch any match. MFD, he played the same tactic with us and XW. I do not think we are stupid, and I think that is a big thing to say, and that is not something that is needed. Did we do our best performance there? Definitely not. Could we have done better? Yes. But I think it's also a little bit showing how toxic this community sometimes can be when you look a little bit in that Call of Dragons general chat, in my opinion.
So true. And I mean, you'll see Dark, and Dark loves to rage bait and trash talk, but he never says anything personal. Like, if you really look at what he says, he generally just says, like, oh, we're going to win row, you're going to lose row. But then you have the same people who are saying, like, these horrendous things, like personal attacks to him and personal attacks about him. And I think that that's just not cool. And I think that that's something that's just really toxic. Just keep it to the game stuff. I mean, yeah, we can always like banter about the game and about wins and losses, and that's to be expected. But I think it's just taking it to that next level where it's just inappropriate.
I mean, it is what it is, and that shows more about that person personally. For me, for example, I said directly GGMFD. I think I said it in COD General Chat. I said it to Abda. I said it to Paradise with who I am close, because they did a great job. And you can say this. I feel like that, but then they're making stuff up, like kind of Dark was promising skins for recruitment. It's like,
Which I've never even seen or heard that.
Me neither. I'm in the recruitment team. I never saw that. I never saw that. So it was really, I mean, yeah, it is kind of like people can make their stuff up, but at the end of the day, EIS is EIS, and EIS, as much as haters as we have, we will always be there. And if we're honest, it would be boring without EIS.
Exactly. Like, think about how bored you guys would be if you didn't have Dark saying his things. It would be so boring. We need rage baiting a little bit at least.
Yeah, I mean, it was crazy at the end. It was crazy. You see it here. It was really all going. We knew we need that stone. If we get that stone, we can win it. It was crazy.
Yeah, I can't imagine like the pressure that you're under, being in any of these row teams. Because I'm not in row. I mentioned I hate row, but being in these row teams where you're doing these practices, you're doing these dry runs, you're doing this, you're doing that. I mean, that's a lot of pressure on a player.
Yeah.
You have all eyes on you. Like, if you mess up something or if you do something wrong, like, people see it, they can replay it. I mean, that's a lot of pressure. Did you feel any like pressure like that, for instance, like when because obviously, you're a content creator too, so people are watching you,
Yes.
probably even more so than, another player. Did you ever feel like, oh my God, what if I mess up?
No, honestly, I feel like this is, and I was always like this. If I mess something up, I can stand for that. If I'm a human person, I'm probably not doing everything correctly as well. What I'm trying in that kind of matches, I mean, I had, I think, one or two times I was making a suggestion as well. But normally you are very focused in that matches. You listen to the war lead, and that is what I was doing. When they ask for DPS, I send DPS. When they were asking for crafts, I send in crafts. It is what I'm doing. You need to function, and you don't wanna have a big discussions about that. So the VC is still very focused because yeah, I mean here everyone at the end called out 5 more tiers, put everything in, get that stone, maybe win it anywhere. So but for me it's like I feel like I'm not kind of like of that person who cannot just admit a mistake or something like that. So I'm never scared of it. It can always happen. We are all human persons.
That's
But
life.
what?
That's life. It would be
Yeah.
boring if everything was just perfect all the time.
Yeah, and I mean, it is really when you look the big sports, world championship, whatever. There's always one favorite team which kind of get outplayed of a team who was not expected being so strong, and then it's kind of go, it's kind of like, um, yeah. So this is really, yeah. When you just look at this, it is crazy. It is crazy. But
Yeah, it
I
really
have to say, but I'm pretty calm in that situations, even at the end. I'm just trying to focus, play that game to an end, and then at the end you did everything you could do, and then it is what it is, right? You have to take it.
exactly. You just have to you play the best you can and then what happens happens. I mean, you know, you learn from it and you move on and you get ready for the next match, the next game.
And I also feel like Dark handled it like always perfectly. He was taking care about the team. We had a talk after. He was making announcements, and so we had really the support of our leadership, as it could not be better. A good
Yeah.
leader is
Yeah.
not a good leader is not crying in the corner or whatever and kind of totally don't know what to do. Um, a good leader is at the end going to the team back and kind of try to make out the best of it, right?
And a good leader stays accountable to their team, right? And I mean that's what I think that Dark has done really well is that he's been accountable every step of the way, for our team and saying, this is what we could have done, this is this or this is that, this is, what I could have done, this that. I think that, everyone in our team understands that yeah, the loss sucked, but at the end of the day, we're still a team and we're still in this together, right? I mean, this is a row league, but we have a KVK coming up soon. We have a lot of other stuff that we have to be prepared for and ready.
Congrats here to our MVP. So this was kind of here, but I mean, I remember that when I got that screen, and fuck. Now I even curse and say the F
It's
word. It was really that was, and you realize, okay, you lost that skin. It is today. It is.
yeah.
I can take it today easier. Directly after half an hour, you kind of shocked and you were really, you were really not happy. But
Yeah.
it is just my personality. I can transfer just things. I think like it is the most important thing in life that you have a positive mindset, that you move on. The world doesn't melt. There are much more important things in life than winning a Roots of War League match. Yeah, for some
Yeah,
maybe
there
not.
are.
But let me go a little bit through the comments because I don't want to ignore here. Sorry when I don't pick your one. I try my best. Here, after saying, I hope this loss motivates EIS to win next Roots of War League, etc. Roots of War is an hour event. I would hope people don't take it too hard. Damn it. I mean, Joker, he's saying it's a game mechanic. Any alliance can use it. I would say it is fair to use. I fully agree with you. It is a game mechanic right now in the game with the farming artifact. So absolutely valid to use it, and great smart play of MFD here to bringing the reinforcements like this with that farming artifact. If you ask me if I want to have that long term in a Roots of War League, I would say no, because I don't feel that makes the game better. But it was absolutely legit and very smart played. Absolutely. Mm. Yeah, EIS, yeah, and what Abda is saying, EIS knew about the roots. let me check here. If it's a bug, yes, it's unfair, but it's part of the game mechanics. Simply put, EIS underestimated MFD. They thought they would wash over with their account advantage. I mean, you saw it how the people bet on both, right? How the bets were on EIS and on MFD. I think no one expected that this match ends like this. That was kind of a surprise. And I do still say that EIS have one of the greatest Roots of War League teams in the game. We are not in that league anymore. We have, once again, get our stuff together and take our learnings from it. Kind of look how the situation is next year and going for the next league. That is what you all what you can do.
Yep, exactly.
Gunja saying W Princess for addressing public and giving kudos. Dark should have take notes. I mean, it is on the leadership if they want to announce anything or whatever. You know, first you take care about your own team. I feel like for me, it is kind of like I'm a streamer here. I'm a yapper. You can not just address only the good things in your alliance and not the bad things that happen to you, because we obviously lost that Roots of War, right, Vahid? I mean, we were very common in that. You can maybe say,
you know, we're accountable to you guys because we yap and we kind of bring you into our yaps. Whereas, you know, you have Dark who's accountable to our team. So, you know, his focus is on our team. His focus is on our players, whereas we are kind of more external, right? So we're able to yap with you guys. And then we can go into all of our personal opinions.
Mark saying EIS mistakes rallying Garwood with infantry for an hour. Look at NA, killed at Garwood using Tobin. Interesting. So this is the stuff, guys, because neither Vahid nor me has anything to do with the Roots of War leading. So I'm just a Roots of War player. I think I'm a good player because I do my job pretty well. And I have every march you need. I have all the troops I need. I don't need to heal any troops. I have enough infantry. I have enough cav. So it is for me never a problem. And when I had to do some staff plays or something like that, I was assigned. This Roots of War I was not, but in the other Roots of Wars before, I was responsible for a staff play. So I'm just doing my job.
Some special tasks sometimes. And for instance, when Matt's me, she's like, I have a meeting about my special tasks.
Yes.
And I don't care about Rose, so I didn't even ask anymore. But she'd always talk about her special tasks.
Yeah, then colleague introduce me what I have to do in something like that. Paradise saying, yeah, because they had field and WB didn't reinforce. So we have to say we have to look at that more. So that is why I cannot explain you what would have worked better or not. It's kind of like I'm not so very how can I say that? And that in that planning and stuff in it. I'm there doing my job, but the rest I leave to our Roots of War lead. It's really.
Yeah, I would not want to do that either. Oh my god.
Holy imagine.
Stress.
Or it is the same in a KVK with War Lead. I show up at the time, Dark make the announcement, there I am, then I send what he says, and then I play the whole time what he is telling me.
Yep, exactly.
Paradise saying most of the players as talking EIS didn't even play Roots of War League or made it further than them, so cringe. Princess sollte das mehr nutzen, was du zur Verfügung hast. Evil saying I should use more what I have. What do you mean with that, Dr. Evil? Explain me. So this is how it is, guys, and that is what we basically can say about this Roots of War and what we can yap about. I mean, if you have any questions, feel free to ask it, but that is kind of like this is kind of like the real reaction from a player being on the side which we're not winning reaction. So this is just my impression, what I can tell you guys, and you can hate
then
me.
You have
or
me
you can...
over here in like crazy land, like, wait, what? We lost? We were playing?
Why did murder delete it? Did when you say, oh, didn't mean to do that? Oh my god. Can I bring it back? No, I cannot bring it back. Oh, Murder was probably trying to copy it and to translate it because it was German. Oh, he brought it back. He brought it back, the comment.
Oh, that's funny.
Now, MFD not even close to WB field control, just that EIS really take a long time to kill that garbage. I think, Mark, and what I agree with you is that what I see, like, it would have been better, more focused, taking over building by building and not doing all the bottom buildings rallying at the same time. That is, I think, what I saw for myself from as a learning asset Roots of War. You get information from me, I deny it for the rest. Use it. Did you send me anything in DMs? Oh my God, guys. I do not know. I do not know what you mean. But honestly, guys, I mean...
That's a good question. What's the thing, Princess, what's the thing you're looking forward to most in the update tonight?
So... let's just look at that real quick. We can do that. How can I go out of that?
Do we get the pumpkins tonight?
Yes. Because look,
nice.
Here, we got the pumpkin party. It is a 2:30 UTC, 2 hours updated pumpkin party. I feel like they made that new, I feel like that new gathering hero look cool. What I definitely can... Yeah.
Oh, no, I was going to say, I haven't even seen it.
It is just coming up to, I think today we got it on that board. But I was so busy, I hadn't any time to check either. But this is a new gathering hero.
Oh, is that her butt? Or is she holding like a... Oh, that's not her butt. That's like a purse thing.
Oh my God, why?
They smaller on my screen. I thought she just had like a big butt. I didn't realize it was like a circle purse thing.
Oh, Tinkerbell, true.
It does kind of look like Tinkerbell.
The extra skill buys every week is definitely a good one. Yeah, I think the gathering hero, maybe it will be bugged like the Flint was at the beginning and you can use epic hero tokens. I recommend everyone unlock this gather hero and try to use your universal epic tokens before they reduce it, and you have to, and you can only get the tokens from the tavern and from the rallies, because no one want to do that Eliana rallies or Flint rallies or...
Oh, Jinker Pro has a good point.
Yeah.
Migrating with resources not getting deleted is after tonight's update.
Yes.
So we might see people moving around quite a bit.
The question is, can we still move around? Because when will the registration end? Because we have also sign in for the new season that ends in 5.5 hours.
Still move around.
Yeah, they can still. That is like, but can they still participate in the next KVK? Dark said it is not fully clear or something like that, but maybe they kind of find it out. Why did you get your meme from Murder? Yeah.
Is that her butt? Oh.
I feel like the skill swap is cool add-on. I feel like more battle apples is also cool. You don't have to stress yourself so much when you're in Home Kingdom for the times. And I also agree with here's some extra stuff. Auto Alliance help is be cool as well when you're online, that you don't hit button all the time. And I feel like the same with that we can buy more skills from the 1-star skills and whatever. I am not migrating now. See them.
Migrating.
You can tilt king registers. It's before matchmaking, all good. Yeah, but it is like, the registering is ending at reset, right? We have only registering 3 hours.
Registration closes in 2 days.
Registration should close in 2 days for the age of... No, we have here, look, it opens and then we have 2 days. Okay, so they can still... okay, makes sense. I was like, we have to register, so it opens the... okay. Not a big fan of that map here, kind of like how it is designed. And there's a VC. The VC is amazing in the game. I think we don't need that. We have all Discord, right?
Oh, there's VC in-game?
Yeah, they kind of want to add something like this. So we can choose the SOS2 map, in my opinion. I'm not a fan of the SOS2 map. Because it's 6 starting region, I like the SOS one more, and we played Winter is Up on Us already twice, so not a big fan. Not a big fan of the new one either. So it's kind of like at the end of the day, here is the same like always. I will go where our king, our R5 decides which season we are gonna play. Easy. I think they will talk
Oh,
about in the Kings, right?
yeah. Fob says you can go in Tamaris and create a VC. I don't know if I like that. Can you imagine you create a VC and then like Mubin or someone joins?
In the world chat? Hell no.
That's like my nightmare.
We all got today some exciting DMs from our big fan Yohai from 25IW with some nice
Oh my
insultings.
god.
He was seriously.
Yo, how many people did he DM? Like, it must have been a ton from EIS.
He must have serious mental issues, and I would recommend 25IW. I say that really. I don't know if I should put it up here what he sent me, but if you have what is wrong in your life if you have to send people insults and after they lost the roots of war.
Insults though.
It was
It's just
personal
like ha
insults.
ha 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 ha.
No,
ha,
he
100
I
times
got
and then saying
personal
like F
insults.
dark and
I got personal
you
insults.
got personal?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't. I just got ha ha ha's and then F dark and
This is and that is I don't know what kind of people sometimes play there and how alliances tolerate people like this. It is kind of like if the 25IW leadership is interested, I can send them a screenshot from what their members do. It is horrible. It is really horrible, insulting. That's why I'm not showing it on the screen.
you'll have to share with me later.
I
'cause I didn't see that.
I can share with you later, but it's completely delusional. I never talked to that guy. He was one time coming in my stream with 10 different YouTube accounts going crazy. He's here banned forever. For something like that, this is for me. That is for me kind of like if you're just a person like this who have not a little bit minimum from respect and have to act so insulting and so bad, go wherever, but stay away from me. CBAM, I'm
This
creating.
in-game VC. Bob says, imagine 400 people in the VC. It's crazy fun. Defuk says, chilling with Yohai and Vicky.
No, hell no. 400 people in a VC, that's crazy fun.
No way.
They would all talk over each other, right? So
Yeah.
So this is, I don't know why. So guys, if you have any more questions, you totally feel free. People were asking about the Yapcast, about the roots of war and everything. Here is the Yapcast. Here you can address it. What we definitely get tonight is a lot of new goldies, right? When a new event is coming, new packs. If people have to DM you to gloat about your loss, you're living rent-free in their head. I mean, absolutely.
True.
And you know, I get also, and I have to say that, I get also a lot of nice messages, super nice messages from people. So in my opinion, the community overall is pretty cool. We have some really. It's only a handful of people, which is really super weird and kind of super insulting and stuff like this. And the rest is mostly really fine. I mean, it is okay. I mean, Dark is kind of that person who makes out the statements for sure. When you now lose the roots of war, that is a topic for sure. Absolutely cool. But I feel like before insulting EIS, the focus should be really here. On celebrating MFD, because that was really a great effort. And you have to say that again. MFD did an amazing job. And I think this match is history. So GG again from me. I was impressed and that was great. And we are looking forward to rematch. Echo MFD is making fun of me.
Zilla lives rent-free in my head. Murda says.
Vocal minority of M ... Yeah, it is like it is. I can only speak for myself, and I mean, you can only make it better by how you act by yourself. You cannot influence others. They will be like they be, and when there is something not correctly, maybe yeah, it is what it is. Can just talk for us. But why do we have? I mean, we have also. Today, Moopsy brought out that cool list on COD General Chat someone sent to me. But I think today we have just not so much time.
I know we'll have to or save that. You know what I was thinking is maybe for a future Yapcast, we should do our own top 10 most loved,
Oh,
like
true.
our favorite players. I think that'd be kind of fun to see what 10.
Yes. You're cutting out, lovely.
That'd be fun.
Oh yeah, you're back. It would be fun. We have to really we have to make kind of like this. We have definitely Yaka Pro here. Hi. So it's funny what he said. Princess cheer for BTX. If we beat Echo, everyone will forget about the EIS loss. It doesn't matter. We have so many drama topics, guys. There will always be a new drama. I'm not worried about that. This match is definitely a match I want to watch. I'm super excited about that. For sure here, Echo is also the favorite team, but we will have to see. Then we have here, seeing like that one goes, who will make it in the finals. It will be super interesting to see the league now, and I think definitely they have to make some adjustments for the future leagues, kind of take it as a learnings at least. Oh, In the Mood is here, getting home from work right into Yapcast. Much love to you. So, and then we have maybe to say, I have to announce that now. That is why I today put all together with the BTX interview, the Roots of War Yapcast, because guys, right now, in real life is right now for me super much going on. I have really to focus on that in Home Kingdom. So I do not want to take an official break or something from YouTube, but I can say, and I said it today to Wahed, and I'm super sorry. I love our Yapcasts. And I would love we have more time for that. I would love. But it is just like with a real life, with a full-time job, with family, friends, and stuff around. Sometimes I have really to focus on that as well. I'm also playing in a super competitive alliance, so YouTube will take here a little break, and I cannot say when it will be continued. Right now, I have just to focus on other stuff. And yeah, that is a little bit of situation right now. So don't wait for the next Yapcast so soon, because unfortunately, it will take some time. even if I would really like to do it more. But yeah, Wahid, I will definitely miss it. Did I lost Wahid? Oh my God, Wahid, you're here. What happened?
So there's a really bad storm going on. So I lost Wi-Fi for a second.
Holy. I was just announcing now about the break, about the YouTube break, you know, the Yapcast.
What Princess saying? I haven't agreed to this break. So this is what Princess, because we have promises made. We have a special guest just waiting that we cannot let out of his contract.
Definitely not.
So...
And I will message this person personally that he's not out of that contract.
I know, because I was gonna say, I'm gonna tell him, be like, oh, by the way, like, we're taking a little break, and he's gonna say, yes, I don't have to do Yapcast.
Yeah, the thing is, for me, sometimes you have really to prioritize a little bit in life, and
yeah, you do.
It is right now what it is. So yeah, then Vahid have to take over. She can take here my Kek saying murder cast van. Yeah, we also plan a murder cast normally for Halloween, but I'm not even home.
Yeah.
I'm not even home.
Oh my gosh, murder cast is on pause.
Oh my God, murder will be so sad. But I mean, there's definitely there will definitely be a comeback. How that will be, how intense that will be, I have also to see how it just goes. Maybe stuff get handled out very soon, and we will be back sooner than expected. But I kind of want to, for me right now, just keep the pressure away. Siebem asking where you're from, Princess. I'm from Germany. And Wahid can feel free if she if she want to handle Streamlabs and everything using my YouTube
Oh
channel.
no. This is a Princess and What thing. This is not just a what. That would be my nightmare.
Oh my God, probably not even started.
No.
But there's definitely, I mean, Wahid and me are just like, we got so close friends. I mean, I cannot even imagine Call of Dragons without Wahid anymore, because we just talk everything from morning to evening, what all in our life happens. No, I'm not Swedish. I'm not. She's from planet Earth. I'm from Germany. Yeah, In the Moon knows it. So we will see how it continues, guys. If you want to support the channel, drop a like here on the live stream. That helps us out a little bit. Yeah, it is a little bit, for me, it is a little bit one winding eye, because it is really, I do really like and enjoy making content here on YouTube, but it is also that sometimes real life is more important and you have to focus that stuff, and that is what it is right now. So, but there will be a comeback.
Yeah, and be sure to join our Discord that's pinned. Then,
yes.
you know, if you're in the Princess Discord, you can kind of hear any of our other yaps that we do, or anything that we end up doing in between now and coming back. You can chat with us there.
Yeah, you can definitely join our Discord. Even there, it will be a little bit more silent. I will there also announce a little bit. But for now, you just know, guys, you can join us here on Discord. We will update you, subscribe to the channel. No, COD come first. Honestly, a long time in my life, COD played for me always a big role. If you are a dedicated gamer in a competitive alliance, COD is not like your top 20 in life. It has a high role in life. And I do really enjoy making YouTube content. I do really enjoy it from the bottom of my heart. And but yeah, sometimes there are more important things around, and this is now my priority. And then we will see how it goes in the future. I mean, Wahid and me will maybe still yap a little bit, but it's just in between her and me, right? It's just not official.
Exactly. I mean, we're definitely still gonna yap. I have so many updates I have to give you, like at all hours of the day.
God.
I mean,
yeah. I'm looking forward to that, guys. Oh, don't tell Lexi. Oh, 7 live second. Hamo saying there's nothing better than German women. Oh my God, Hamo, you're crazy. She said, is Hamo even German? Or is it just, did it just
like, I don't even know.
Oh, I'm so bad. I was not even watching, because I was so busy. I was not even watching group chats anymore. German chat, I haven't watched that since weeks. Wait a second, German doesn't have any princess. No, there is not a real German princess. There is only the self-named one here on Call of Dragons.
Self-named one.
It's just always my in-game name. When I started playing the war games and kind of like that, I stuck with it. So it's kind of like what it is. Yeah, he said I'm an Arab. So you did really kind of translate it into German. That's funny.
That's cute.
Okay, so everyone had the chance to ask here some more questions. I think the questions are done. I just broke here, Kexi. Thanks everyone for joining. It was a pleasure. And whenever the next time is, we're looking forward to it. I miss you all a little bit. I have to admit that. But yeah, stay around, subscribe to the channel, turn on the notifications, then you get it. Then you get directly the info. And yeah, thank you so much, guys. Have a great day, night. Bye. Happy gaming and much love. Your Princess and Wahid.